What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another Strixhaven School of Mages pre-release pack opening, this time Witherbloom. Amy, why are you with us for a Witherbloom opening?
Because I love Witherbloom.
I think, again, as you've mentioned many times, right, you are red-green at heart as a person. And so the schools that are red or green partially, except for Quandrix, because that's just me, that you're like totally into that.
Yeah.
Here is the Witherbloom symbol on the back of the box.
Yeah, I'm really none of these schools, realistically, but I'm really partially Lorehold, partially Witherbloom, and partially Prismari.
Yeah.
So I'm here for all those openings.
And that's amazing.
So check them out.
It's so great. So we have Witherbloom, College of Life and Death.
Beautiful.
Little imagery there.
I love these. They're so great.
They're very great.
Are you supposed to like connect them to one another?
I mentioned that last time. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a big. It becomes like a big image, which hopefully at the end I'll be able to show you all at some point.
Do that.
Yeah. All right. So we then have the divider as well, which you can put in between your deck and your sideboard or whatever else you happen to be putting in this box, because you can use the pre-release packs for really anything you want. This is so far, I think, my favorite D20.
Ooh, that's cool. I love that one.
In these kits, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
In these kits. But this is sweet. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
It's a little dark for me to use.
Sure.
I like
brighter stuff?
I like brighter green.
Okay.
Typically. Dice. Or red.
Okay. Sure.
But I like that one a lot.
Come on.
That one I might ask to keep.
You can absolutely do that. Okay. Well, it fell, but that's where it's staying. I'm not spending too much time on that. And our promo foil rare, when I open it up out of this little package. Oh, God. Really? That's frustrating. Could we just? No, I guess we can't. Wow. Okay, we did it, everybody.
Well then.
The foils don't need any help curling, so, hey, it's Conspiracy Theorist. It's a red card in your Witherbloom kit. He looks okay in foil, I guess.
Now, when we opened our Prismari kit, there was an awful lot of Witherbloom cards.
Right. That was last week, so check that out if you missed it.
So maybe we'll have a lot of Prismari stuff in this kit.
Maybe. We do have a Conspiracy Theorist here, although, I mean, this card's fine. I don't love this one, I won't lie. And then, as I said, I actually almost showed it, but we have this code for MTG Arena. We will be giving that away at some point in this video, but you're going to have to stay tuned for that one. We also have all the packs. So we start with the seeded pack. If people are unfamiliar with how specific color packs like this work, or pre-release packs like this work, because you want to be in the two colors of the school that you chose, the college that you chose, they give you one of your 6 packs as a seeded pack, which means that it is full of cards that can only go into the specific deck of those two colors, meaning it could be both colors, one color, the other, or colorless.
I'm looking at this Conspiracy Theorist. He looks so crazy. And then I was like, oh my gosh, he looks so crazy. And then I was like, yeah, he's called Conspiracy Theorist.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
What am I thinking?
We have a Witherbloom Pledge Mage, which is a fine card. Witherbloom Campus, which is a good one. Pest Summoning.
Yay!
It's your favorite.
It's tickle his chin.
Amy loves the fat chin on this guy up here.
Just put a tickle in there.
We have a Springmane Servant. So again, this is mono green, so it could go in a Quandrix deck as well, but it is just here because it can be played in Witherbloom, and so you get it in a seeded pack. Same with Leech Fanatic, but with Silverquill commentary instead. We have an Environmental Sciences, so again, colorless, and in fact a lesson, which is a good one, actually.
It's a very good card.
Yeah, but you don't even have to put it in your deck. You can keep it in your sideboard as long as you have learn cards, but here's a good reason to put some learn cards in your deck.
Yeah.
We have Crushing Disappointment. Cram Session, there's a good learn card.
I don't need a Crushing Disappointment card. I've got enough of that in my life.
That's a good point. Cram Session is good, especially in Witherbloom, actually. Obviously, it's hybrid for those two colors, but because Witherbloom cares a lot about life gain, since the pest's dying gains you life. So if you get like a Dina or something, then this card's really good to give you a benefit just for gaining life, and it's a learn card, so you can go get a good lesson with it as well. We have an Arrogant Poet, so if you're gaining life, it's not a big deal if you're paying 2 life to give this thing flying to get over and get in for 2 damage. We have another lesson in Necrotic Fumes, and our first uncommon in this pack. This one's fine. We have to exile one of our things, but if it's a 1/1 pest, who cares? And we can exile one of theirs, and so you get to get this as a lesson only when you have something that's expendable enough, or something on their side that is annoying enough that you need to get rid of it.
Right.
We have an Honor Troll, which is, again, people think that the Hall Monitor is the best pun. I really enjoy Honor Troll, personally. But really, really good regardless. Emergent Sequence is fine. It's a way to get more land, by the way. So there's that. We have a Daemogoth Titan as our rare.
I love this one.
Very, very cool. Again, you kind of need a lot of ways to make pests, because you have to sack creatures every turn.
Oh, no. I would hate having a lot of ways to make pests.
God damn it. And then we have a Fractal token, which, on the other side, is a pest token.
Yay! It has a cute side.
And then an Inkling token.
Which is so cute.
And a pest token.
It has an even cuter side.
I was going to say, so this card in general is going to be your favorite card in the whole set, because it's an Inkling on one side and a pest on the other.
If it was a pest on both sides, I'd like it more.
That would be a very useless token.
Shut up. No, it would not.
And then we have a stand-in card for the modal double-faced cards if you're playing without sleeves. On to the generic packs themselves. We have a Killian pack first, inside of which we start with a Prismari card, Amy.
Wow. That art is so much more, like, strikingly beautiful in person.
You think so?
Than on Arena, yes.
Okay. It's a Teach by Example. We have a Silver Quill Pledge Mage, which again, double black, can absolutely go in Witherbloom. A Spectacle Mage. Why? Why are you talking all this Prismari nonsense?
Prismari cards, yes.
Hey, Scurrid Colony is a good one. That's really nice. Lash of Malice is great.
Yeah.
Really, really good. That definitely gets in. Eager First Year.
Not my fave.
Nope. Soothsayer Adept. So again, this is if we go into Quandrix Witherbloom. There's also Silver Quill Witherbloom as a possibility if we need to. But either way, there's Illustrious Historian.
Prismari.
It's not Prismari. That's the whole point. It's not Prismari, especially red cards. It's not. Stop it. We have another Environmental Sciences, so that's really good. Quandrix Cultivator, so that's pretty good.
I do like him.
Yes, and this could be green, green, blue, so we would just need to splash blue.
Turtle Druid.
Yeah, he's great. Because I love turtles and Amy loves druids, so this guy is perfect for us.
I like turtles too.
Sure. We have a Wormhole Serpent.
That's cool.
It is cool.
I don't remember ever seeing this card.
Oh, I remember being beaten by this card.
Really?
Well, because it gives you can tap 4 mana and make a creature unable to be blocked.
Maybe
so
it's just another one of those ones that look gray on
maybe
on Arena, so I don't recognize it.
Yeah, but basically, once you play this for 5, every turn after that, you can just tap 4 and give your biggest creature, or make your biggest creature unable to be blocked. We have a Fortifying Draught. This is actually really sweet, especially in Witherbloom. You can just gain life and pump up your creatures, and it's an instant, which is really nice.
Pump it up.
Oh, God. All right, and our rare or mythic in this pack is... Yeah, a Baleful Mastery. 4 mana, exile target creature or planeswalker. Yes, please.
Ooh. Hell yes.
You technically can do it for 2 mana at instant speed and let them draw a card in the process. And, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, but it's only 4 mana for a removal spell. So, and it's an exile removal spell, which is great.
Yes.
So this card definitely gets in if we're Witherbloom, which we should be. So very cool. Our, why can I not remember what they're called? Mystical Archive. That's what it is. God, I hate this card. I'm so tired of opening it, too. Because we got one in our last kit as well, and maybe even in the one before it. I don't even remember. But I'm just very tired of seeing it. But anyway, it's a Divine Gambit. Good. I'm glad you like the art, truly.
Yeah, it's about that for me.
Yes.
It's not about the playability, really.
Right, which is good, because it's not playable.
That's why I said that.
Behind the Divine Gambit, do we have a foil? We do, and it's a foil black rare.
That
Whoa!
is so awesome looking.
Holy crap, that's
Holy
cool.
shit.
That's amazing. I don't even remember this card. I mean, it makes pests, Amy.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
That like magic that's swirling around him is amazing in foil. Amazing.
They did an amazing job with this.
That's sick. Hell yeah. What a foil to get in a Witherbloom kit, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. There's some of that Amy luck we've been missing. Callous Blood Mage. What a nice open. Okay. I like that. And then a Spirit token.
Oh, a lore hold.
Yeah. Great.
That's another one that's so vibrant.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
Look at those purples.
Yeah.
Those purples are gorgeous.
Up in like the top corners.
And I feel like I've never even noticed that there was purple in this art.
I agree with that.
Wow. Yeah, there's really something to be said about how different the arts look.
Yeah.
On Arena.
In person versus digital, yeah. We have a Dina pack, which is appropriate for a Witherbloom kit. We did not get Dina in our seeded pack, so I would love to open her in one of these packs. That would be sweet. Might be asking for too much, but, you know.
Another lore hold card.
A girl can dream. Yeah, Relic Sloth. Infused with Vitality. Very nice.
Yes.
That one would definitely get in. Eureka moment.
Witherbloom card.
If we're splashing blue, this definitely gets in. Draw 2 cards, put a land from our hand onto the battlefield. Great.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
Zimon's pretty good, huh? Another Scurrid Colony. Hell yeah. Another Lash of Malice. Wow, this deck is kind of making itself, huh? Oh, another Eager First Year. So it's just a repeat of the last pack, basically.
Yeah.
Yep. Soothsayer Adept. Illustrious Historian. Spirit Summoning. Something different.
Another lore hold card.
An Umbral Juke. What a nice uncommon.
Nice.
Again, this one makes Inklings or makes them sack a creature or a planeswalker.
Yeah, this
and
one's
it's
good.
your choice. So this one's great. Honor Troll again.
I love them.
Very cool. It's a Troll Druid. Of course you love him.
Yeah. And look how, like, regal and cool he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just look at him. Just take it in.
This is not as good of a card in Reduced to Memory. It's not good for this deck, but yeah, it's not good in general. And our rare or mythic for this pack is Semester's End.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's very pretty. It's not for this deck, and I mean, I think the card's fine if you have like Enter the Battlefield effects in your deck. I would not be going out of my way, if we were splashing Silverquill, but we'd have to have some like really good Enter the Battlefield effects. And I don't see a ton of those. I mean, hey, Callous Blood Mage has one, but still, I don't know that I would be splashing for this,
Yeah.
Our Mystical Archive card is a Dark Ritual.
Ooh. That's really pretty.
I don't know about this card getting in. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. If we need like a 23rd, then maybe it's a fine card, but for limited, I don't know. I'm just not so sure. Leave your thoughts in the comments as always. Would you put this Dark Ritual in? And especially depending on what else we open, right? But yeah. Behind the Dark Ritual, we have another foil. It's a foil First Day of Class. So we have Semester's End and the First Day of Class, which is kind of funny to me. It looks pretty sweet in foil. I like that. The like background looks really nice.
Yeah, I like that.
All the like kind of like haze in the air and the clouds, or the haze in the ground and the clouds in the air. Looks really nice in foil. I like that. Okay. This card is whatever, and it's red, so it's not really for this deck, but still. And then we get a treasure token as well. Very nice. These look sick.
Another really pretty one.
Really, really nice. Okay, we have a Zimone pack. If you caught that, feel free, but I'm gonna put that on the side. Regardless, we have a Zimone pack. We'll get to that code, don't you worry. We have a Cogwork Archivist, a Thrilling Discovery. This was the sweet ending to that Quintorius story that we loved so much. If you're not watching our Jar series, but you're reading the lore, you should really watch our Jar series. Every Thursday on this channel, we already have reviewed all of the stories. In fact, I think maybe we're waiting to do the last one. But anyway, you should keep track of our Jar series where we review all of the Magic stories that come out once a week. We have Archway Commons, because the reason I mentioned is because that Quintorius story was incredible.
It was sick.
One of my favorite stories in a very long time.
Yeah.
Archway Commons is a great card, especially if we're splashing. We might not need it if we're only 2 colors, but if we try to go Quandrix or Silverquill in addition, this will definitely get in. Whoops. We have an Expel. Good card, especially if we're going Silverquill. I'd splash this. I would splash for removal. Or, sorry, I would add removal if I was splashing. This is not why I would splash, but I would add this in if I were splashing, or at least consider it. Excuse me. A Burrog Befuddler. I would not put this in if we were going Quandrix, unless I really needed to, but I can't see why. A Fuming Effigy, fine card, not for this deck. Tangle Trap is a good card for the sideboard. I would not play this main board at all. Leech Fanatic, I definitely would play main board. Because it's life gain. It has lifelink on our turn, and the Witherbloom deck definitely cares about life gain. Combat Professor is a good add-in if we're doing partial Silverquill.
I do like him.
Combat Professor's great, and it's a cleric. Cool. Of course you like him.
Yeah. But he is a bird.
He is a bird, and Amy does not like birds if you watch our Video Games for All channel. A Fractal Summoning is a very good lesson to put in.
Lame.
Wow. Hurtful. Our first uncommon in this pack is Spell Satchel. Definitely. I don't like this one. Not good enough in my opinion. Golden Ratio is very good.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that card. What?
Yeah, so this gets splashed if we go Quandrix, if we go blue at all.
That's probably a gorgeous foil too.
Oh, I can only imagine, yeah.
Those greens.
Yep.
Very pretty.
Speaking of green, we have a Karok Wrangler as our third uncommon. This one definitely gets in. Why the hell not?
Look at that mouth.
He's very happy. He's very smiley.
Yeah, because he's going to get to eat. Look at him.
And our next rare or mythic is Archmage Emeritus. Oh. Unfortunately, double blue. So
Prismari.
A lot. Why? We haven't even seen a lot of Prismari. Get out of here.
I know. Shut up.
Shut up. All right. Well, thanks.
It's just what I want.
Double blue would be difficult if we were splashing blue. If we are, this gets in. It's a very, very good card. Our Mystical Archive card is a Duress.
I love this art.
This should get in.
How gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really? You like this one enough to get it to have it in?
I don't know. I guess if we need a 23rd, you're right. You're right. It's just I just get blinded by the fact that it's an on-color Mystical Archive card, but yeah, it's fine. It's a non-creature, non-land, and there are a lot of spells in this format because there's Magecraft, so maybe. And a Fractal token. We already had one of those, but here it is. Okay. Well, as I promised, I kind of threw it across the room a moment ago, but here is the code for MTG Arena. We will flip it over to the back in just a moment, but first we want to remind you, or tell you, that this is our way of saying thank you for watching our stuff, for watching through the episode itself to actually get to this point. We really do appreciate you and all of your support for us. Please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell if you have not done so already. It helps us out immensely, liking, sharing, etc. And also don't forget that you can only use one of these codes from a Strixhaven School of Mages pre-release pack per account on MTG Arena.
Correct.
So if you have already used one, don't bother. Don't waste your time. And if you get this code, if it works for you, let us know in the comments. Tell us if you got some cool stuff. But yeah, thank you all so very much. Letting us know in the comments means that we know that you got it, and your fellow viewers know not to waste their time.
So they know it's been taken.
Correct. And again, thank you so much for your support and for watching our stuff. Speaking of Prismari, Amy, the front of this pack looks sweet. Yeah, I really like this, the way that they did Rutha here. Really nice. But this is a Rutha pack. Inside of the Rutha pack, we have a Lorehold Campus to start, which is unfortunate because this is not... Like, if we had to splash white, this could help, but not really. A Biomathematician. Doubtful that gets in, but Moldering Karok almost certainly does. 4 mana, 3/3 trample, lifelink in our colors. Great. Campus Guide, I don't love this one. We could put it in, but I don't think we have to. Field Trip gets in, though. Absolutely gets in.
Great card.
3 mana, get a forest, learn. Absolutely does. Amazing, amazing. Hunt for Specimens is good.
Yeah.
Create a pest and learn. Getting a lot of learn cards in this pack.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah.
Learn cards are the best.
They're very good. And especially we've gotten some pretty decent lessons. So absolutely. We got 2 environmental sciences. We got 1 fractal summoning. Okay. So I'm good. And then we got that one exile one of your things, exile their thing. So yeah. A star pupil, a serpentine curve.
I love this art.
It's sick.
So odd.
It's sick. The colors are fantastic.
Like, just the way this thing looks. Like, I could just stare at this art for forever. And I feel like I wouldn't really figure out what this creature's about.
Sure.
You know, like...
Sure. Also, the flavor text is fantastic. It just says, math bites.
Yeah.
We have a first day of class. An elemental summoning, which again can absolutely get in. Oh no, it can't. I'm lying to you.
Because Prismari.
Screw it. Never mind. Returned past color definitely does not get in either. Solve the equation, maybe if we're splashing, but even then probably not.
No.
Because I don't really like that card to begin with. And Zimone.
She's so cute, though.
Hey, lady. Draw a card if you control
smart,
8 or more,
honestly.
draw 2. I don't know. Zimone, I don't see a need to splash blue right now. I still don't. Even with Zimone, although she's great. And her story was sweet too. So check that out if you have not seen our review of it and or read it for yourself. And our rare or mythic in this pack.
She's one of my cuties.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
Look at her.
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
She's adorable.
Our rare or mythic is a Manifestation Sage. Ooh. We can absolutely play this for 4 green. It's a little tough, but we could do it. We would make a fractal. A 0/0 fractal with X counters, where X is the number of cards in your hand. So it works better in a partial blue deck because you can draw cards and stuff. But still, if we needed to put it in, we could put it in. 4 mana 2/2 isn't great, but making a fractal for free, or for free off of that, is kind of nice. And our Mystical Archive card is a Defiant Strike. That's kind of a cool card. Not for this deck, but cool nonetheless. I like the art a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Right?
Yeah, it's got these, like, stylized clouds in the background.
You think those are clouds?
Or, like, waves.
I can't tell.
And then these, like, starbursts or swords or something.
They're swords, yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, very nice.
So cool.
Behind it, just a replacement card for a Modal Double Face card. Although, again, the backgrounds on these are great.
Yeah, really.
Really cool. Okay, well, hey, we got Zimone in that pack, and our final pack has Zimone on it. That's right. So, inside of our final pack, as always, if you're unfamiliar with how we like to do things around here, we would love to know what kind of a deck you would make in the comments down below. Right now, I would just go straight Witherbloom. Like, I think we've got enough stuff to make that work.
Okay.
Speaking of which, Square Up could go in the deck. Absolutely. Especially if we need Magecraft. This is a fine card for that. It's not amazing, so if we need a cut, this one might get cut. But if we need Magecraft stuff, this gets in. Prismari Campus.
Nice.
You happy?
Yes.
I'm not. Quandrix Pledge Mage will absolutely get in. That's a good card.
He's cool.
Very nice.
We're Folk Druid. I'm all about it.
Correct. A Pillar Drop Warden, not for this deck. Charge Through could get in. I don't love it, but I think it's fine. I guess we would probably like play our first game or two and see how we feel. Like being able to, the ideal is to give the Damogoth Titan the 11/10 trample with this and draw a card. Like that's pretty sweet.
Sick.
Plus it triggers Magecraft. So like there's things we could do with it, but we have another Arrogant Poet, very nice. Good. A Defend the Campus, not for us, but a sweet card, and I love the colors and the art on this is great. A Reject, so again, probably not splashing, so not for this.
Adorable, though.
If we are splashing, we're definitely splashing blue. Between the Archmage Emeritus and the Manifestation Sage and Zimone, Quandrix is definitely the color we would go into.
And why would you reject him? He's so cute.
We have a Twin Scroll Shaman, not for this deck. We have another Pest Summoning.
I love it. I love it.
So there's another card for our for all our lessons, or all our learn cards, I should say, that we've been opening.
I love that this one's biting.
They do that. We've heard that.
He's just like, I feel like, you know, he's biting, but it's not really hurting, you know. He's just biting out of love.
Out of love?
Yeah.
That is definitely not what's happening.
Yes, it is.
Okay, my mistake. It's not. There's an explosive welcome, which again, colors are phenomenal.
Yeah. Prismatic.
That's our first uncommon Daemogoth Woe Eater.
Ooh, hell yes.
What an open. I love it. When you sack, because you have to, at the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sack a creature. So, Jesus. So this, with the Daemogoth Titan, you have to sack 2 creatures at the beginning of your upkeep. But when you sack this, each opponent discards a card, you draw a card, and you gain 2 life. So you'd probably do that relatively quickly, although this is a 4-mana 7/6.
Yeah.
So you probably just shouldn't have both of those out at the same time. Let's put it that way. And we have a Stonebinder's Familiar. Again, cool card, not for this deck.
Right.
And so our last rare or mythic, unless we have a Mystical Archive one, is a Lorehold Command.
Ooh.
This is a very good card. We can't splash 2 colors for it, but it is a very good card.
Got a decent amount of lore hold from this kit.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough. Like, the last kit genuinely made me consider switching.
Right.
But this one definitely does not. I think we have a lot of Witherbloom stuff.
Yeah, the stuff that we have that is Witherbloom is good stuff.
Exactly. So, we've got some cool Lorehold stuff, you're absolutely right, but I don't think it pulls us away from Witherbloom in favor of Lorehold.
Agreed.
But very cool nonetheless. And our last Mystical Archive card is...
Sick art.
You like that?
Yeah. It's got this real, regal feel to it. Like, it definitely is supposed to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks really sweet.
Definitely looks like battle art to me.
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, they're shooting stuff, right? Like, there's, energy blasts coming out or whatever.
Yeah, but that's not the part I'm looking at. I'm looking at, the tones and the angle and stuff like that.
Sure.
That's very present in, old battle art of, lots of different time periods and civilizations. Definitely Roman battle art, I feel like, is similar to this, or the things that that you've seen Roman battles depicted.
Okay.
I don't necessarily I don't know. I'll stop talking about it, but it's great.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Look, it's a sweet card. I like the art. And again, if it reminds you of art of specific battles and stuff, maybe it's supposed to, right? It's a Lorehold card, so it might absolutely...
Even Revolutionary War paintings as well.
Sure.
It has that sort of color palette.
Okay.
And the angles are very important for something like that, to really make the commander look bigger and more important than the other soldiers and stuff like that.
I'm not certain that this is Quintorius, but regardless, this Luxodon absolutely fits that bill the way that you're describing it. So absolutely. All right. And so our last Mystical Archive card is an Abundant Harvest. Choose a land or non-land, reveal cards from the top until you reveal a card of the chosen kind, put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom. So this would absolutely get in. It's a rare. It could get us an extra land if we need it early, or if we draw it late, we can get a non-land card, which is awesome. I like that a lot. And then no foil, just an ad card. Again, I will say, I talked about this during Kaldheim, but I will say this is only the second out of 3 kits, so 18 packs, or 16 packs, because 2 of them were seeded. This is only our second ad card that I can recall, so I'm not going to complain about the ad cards this time around.
I want to talk about this Abundant Harvest art.
Sure.
I find it very interesting. I think it's very dark and dreary compared to a lot of other ones of these.
Sure. Is that a complaint or just a statement of fact?
It is a complaint.
Okay.
Because it's called Abundant Harvest. So, it's supposed to be this sort of, in my mind, it's supposed to be this sort of, joyous
Sure.
occasion.
Sure.
You've got this abundant harvest. So you expect to see bright colors. You expect to see a large amount of something, whatever it is that they're harvesting. You expect to see the person that is depicted looking jubilant while picking the things because it's an abundant harvest, which, you know, would normally be equated with, you know, having a livelihood, having nourishment, stuff like that. Whereas here, there's such a forlorn tone to this, and I guess it's a Witherbloom card, so that's why they tried to do that. I don't understand why it's that. I really don't. Unless,
is it possible that this character is a servant and picking the harvest? Right? I mean, because then it's just more work for the servant, right? Yes. Like they're not reaping any extra benefits necessarily if it is that type of servitude. Right. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't necessarily, I'm not saying you're wrong, it's a servant. I'm saying that could be why it is that way. Yeah. Especially based on like how she's dressed or whatever.
Right. I mean, she's definitely a peasant or a servant. Right. But if you're just a regular peasant and you have your own abundant harvest, that's definitely not the feel.
Sure,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But if you are someone's servant, then I kind of get that, because now you're being, worked to the bone as opposed to not.
Right.
But at the same time, I at least expect to see the harvest looking more abundant.
Sure.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Fair enough. So that is the end of the kit. So what I'll leave you, what I'll leave you looking at is this foil rare that we opened. It's probably my favorite thing. I haven't memorized the pricing or anything, so, I'm not going to say it's the most valuable card that we've opened, but it is my favorite that we opened today, just because it's so cool looking.
Yeah, it really is.
But yeah, I mean, the 2 Damogoth cards are pretty cool as well. But thank you all so very much for watching. I really do hope everybody enjoyed. As I said, I would really love to hear, would you make a Witherbloom deck? Because I definitely would. I think we opened enough stuff. Rares as well as uncommons and commons. Like, I think it just points us in the direction of Witherbloom. We can stick there. We can go the distance. We have good lessons for for Witherbloom as well. Did I say Lorehold multiple times or just this last time?
No, just this last time.
Anyway, Witherbloom all the way. That's what I want. Don't misunderstand, because I don't know how to talk.
I'm not Witherbloom all the way. I'm Witherbloom Prismari Lorehold. So, whichever way we go, I'm okay with it.
Again, that's definitely not what I meant, but sure. So let me know what kind of a deck you would make down in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts on Amy's analysis of some of these arts and stuff. Do you agree? Disagree? We would love to hear from you regardless.
Especially that Abundant Harvest card. I really want to know what you guys have to say about that one.
Yeah, please. And definitely stay tuned for next week. Next week, we should be doing Silver Quill, followed by Lorehold to finish off these first 5. And then, spoilers, but we will have another 5, one of each, once again, repeating in the weeks following. So thank you all so very much for watching. I really do hope everybody enjoyed. Please don't forget to do all that fun YouTube stuff that we talked about: liking, subscribing, sharing, liking. I said like already. Subscribing and ringing the bell. That's the one I forgot. All that fun YouTube stuff, super important. So thank you, Amy. Thanks for hanging out, as always.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be here for all of these.
Please. It is my absolute pleasure. And if you want that Witherbloom die, it's all yours. We'll be opening a second one anyway. So yeah. We hope to see you all next week. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.